Howdy folks, it's Chris Martin, your friendly neighborhood dog trainer, and we're back at Dog Days here at the Canine Rehab Clinic. And today, I'm gonna show how I'm gonna train our newest acquisition, who is Tula, to the bicycle. You know, a lot of people have asked me questions about exercising the dogs, and they say they'll walk them and they'll walk them and they'll walk them, and it still doesn't seem to wear their energy levels down any. So I use the bicycle. The bicycle. Yeah, I've already got Keiko and Boris trained to the bicycle. They do very well, and I don't think I'm going to have any problems with Tula, but the way I did it with Keiko is a lot differently than the way I did it with Boris, which is pretty dangerous. I started out on the street. In our neighborhood, on our street, unfortunately, traffic uses this neighborhood as a cut-through, which we really don't appreciate. But anyway, it happens, and so I want to make sure that both Tula, who you're looking at, and I are both safe when I begin this training. So we're going to do it in the confines of the backyard, safety within the safety of the fence, aren't we, baby?
Yes, honey.
Anyway, again, I want to make sure, first of all, that she doesn't bolt from me, even in the backyard. Hey, relax. Now see, Keiko's getting keyed up because she sees a leash and she thinks we're going for a W-A-L-K, which I have to spell also, or we'll get keyed up over that. This is just to make sure that during the training process, if something does startle her, that she doesn't bolt, run away from me. I have to stop. I have to go and, you know, grab her again, bring her back to the bicycle. So being able to keep her, maintain her close to the bicycle while I'm training her, when she has these moments, if she, you know, decides to bolt, something startles her, is key to getting her conditioned to the bicycle. Because it's, you know, you want to let her know that no harm's going to come to her, and so we're just going to start. And the way I like to start is, remember, keep the leash tight, you know, like you're expecting her to run. Nice and loose. I want to make sure this doesn't keep kicking me in the back of the leg. So I'm going this way. So Stephen can be in the middle. And so see, hey, Keiko, no. That. Hey, no. So Keiko's trying to run interference, but actually, you know, this isn't such a bad thing because Keiko's used to the bike, and her energy is kind of helping Tula stay neutral to what's going on here too. And what I'm doing is I've got myself between Tula and the bike, and I'm dodging mud pies here as we go.
I've already stepped in.
A little bit more, she seems to be pulling away. Keiko, no. No. So, I don't want to block him that much. Hey, no. I don't want to block him that much. I want Tula used to the bike herself. Because she needs to kind of go through this on her own. There we go. Pulling a little bit. But I just want to, what I'm doing is getting her used to the bicycle itself. But I've got myself between her and the bike so as to kind of act as a buffer so she's not completely freaking out. Okay, so she's doing pretty well. Pulling a little bit. Again, I start pulling. Don't let them shut down. Hey, no. Girl. Look. I don't want Keiko, again, I don't want Keiko beside me all the time. At least not between me between me and Tula. So that's just adding one more layer of security that's not always going to be present with Tula and Buddy. Okay. So she wants to pull towards Boris and Keiko. Okay. Tula. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So now, move out here in the sun a little bit. Contrast with the camera. Hey, good girl. Pose. So, what's happening is she's getting a little keyed up because they're a little keyed up. They know what the bicycle generally means, which is we're going for a ride. Don't fall asleep on me. Hey. So now we're going to up the ante one more time. I'm going to move to the other side of the bike. So now there's no longer me between the bike and Tula. And now we're going to start walking again. Nice. Good girl. Now Boris is fine because these two are outside. I don't mind them walking alongside us because that's usually how it's going to be anyway. Huh? Girl. Remember, just keep it nice and neutral. If you do happen to go over a little bump or anything, or something, startles your dog, don't react. Just keep the leash. See if you've even taken an interest in the bike. Dodging more mud piles here. You got to get out here and clean. Just keep hold of the leash. If anything startles your dog, don't pull. Let them do the pulling. Keep neutral. Good girl. Now, I was hoping she would react a little bit more than that, but she's such a good dog. She ain't gonna. So again, here she's just reacting to Keiko. Keiko's helping out. Now that's fine. I don't have a problem with Keiko. That's her little buddy that she sticks with most more than she does Boris. Because Boris is kind of Mr. Loner Alpha when he wants to be. So anyway, she's doing great. So next step, I'm actually going to get on the bicycle. Yay, bicycle! Don't get her too excited. You don't want to get your dog excited when you're getting ready to get on a bicycle. Now, looks like a horse. I'm going to put it down really low gear. Hopefully without damaging the gearing. And what do we got? Keiko, no. Hey. No. Again, I want Tula by the button. I want Keiko by the button. Keiko knows what to do by the button. And again, so here we go. She's doing really well. For the most part. Dragging a little bit. Again, don't pull. I'm just going to kind of push myself along. Just drag a little bit. So, here we go. Remember, you got to offer encouragement. You got to make this fun. Don't make it too serious. Okay. Well. Again, I was hoping for a little bit more drama in this first attempt. That's nice. We'll deal with that in a minute. Anyway, so there. Hey, let me praise you, and then you can scratch and lick. Good girl. Okay, Keiko. Chill. So there you go. And that's it. That's the first phase. So Second phase is we're going to be out on the street. We're actually going to take a test run out on the street. And we're going to do it alone with Tula. First, we're not going to have Keiko and Boris with us because that is an added distraction we do not need with the first street one run. And we're going to do it further down where the traffic isn't as heavy, where there's not any chance really of any kind of risk to her or myself or to Stephen. We don't want any of that. Looks pretty relaxed about it all with her little comrade Keiko. So that'll be part two, the test run. So for now, we'll see you next time on Dog Days.